Encima de la pila. ¿Qué estamos haciendo? Compost, ¿no? Muy bien, muy bien.
Por ejemplo, esto de acá es beterraga, tomatillo.
Oh, la la. ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? Dime.
Allá.
Hello, my name is Kilan Branalek, a student of the International Development Program at the University of Waterloo. From September 2019 to March 2020, I had the pleasure of working with the non-governmental organization Horizonte Corporativo in Ica, Peru, as an environmental officer through the Uniterra program. Throughout the 7 months of this placement, I assisted the management of the organization to pursue its 3 primary objectives.
Promoting forms of organic agriculture in communities and schools, the implementation of compost programs aimed at cutting down on domestic waste, and the restoration of native plant species in schools and communities for the conservation of local biodiversity, which is a variety of life in a particular ecosystem.
Ica is situated on a coastal region of Peru with a predominantly arid climate. The region's landscape is adorned with towering sand dunes at the feet of the Andes, with desert-like features extending as far as the eye could see. And even with these seemingly arid and harsh conditions, the region of Ica possesses a wide variety of species that thrive in this environment. However, the exploitation of groundwater sources by large agricultural corporations over decades and the lack of proper waste management systems have caused the well-being of Ica's ecosystem to deteriorate at an alarming rate, while leaving hundreds of households without an adequate supply of water, including the schools.
Following my arrival at Ica, I became more aware of other complex issues plaguing the rural communities of the region surrounding nutrition, the lack of accountability in municipal governance, and most importantly, how ecosystem and biodiversity conditions are decreasing due to unsustainable agricultural practices. This is where Horizonte Corporativo steps in. Over the past decade, Horizonte has worked tirelessly with the help of other actors, such as the Municipal Corporation of Ica, to help alleviate the effects of such unsustainable agricultural practices and make life more bearable for local communities and sustain biodiversity levels. Each strategy employed by the non-governmental organization is aligned with the principles associated with agroecology, and their main target group, the youth of the participating schools. According to Mr. Rojas, agroecology is a multidisciplinary approach to agriculture that opposes the high-yielding, resource-intensive, and hierarchical approach to agriculture that commercial companies are currently undertaking, which is void of an appreciation for biodiversity conservation. In other words, agroecology is a system that is a polar opposite of the system used by the large agricultural companies. It is a system that is founded on reciprocity and sovereignty, while encouraging the participation of local communities in the food system.
In the context of Ica, agroecology supports the involvement of local communities, especially the youth, in order to restore the intimate connection their ancestors once had to their lands. Horizonte believes in the active engagement of the students in production of the nutritious foods they consume at the schools, as this tremendously amplifies their appreciation for the care of the gardens. These gardens are comprised of native species that were planted by the students and for the students, and serve as a testament of benefits associated with agroecology. As I became more involved in Horizonte's activities, I developed a greater affinity to learn more about agroecology and seeing how the direct involvement of the youth has strengthened their relationship to the land and instilled a sense of identity with the wider community.
Through this mandate, I was able to discover new ideas such as agroecology, which tremendously resounds with my career aspirations in biodiversity conservation and promoting food security in rural areas.
Estando contigo, un día me amas, luego me olvidas. Un día me amas, luego te olvidas. No sé si soy feliz lejos de ti o soy feliz estando contigo.
So, Peru.